So, where to begin on this one? Well, I want to begin by acknowledging David Lynch's passing, not just out of respect, but yeah, there's quite a bit of Lynch and quite a lot of David Cronenberg in the substance. Do I think the director is being sincere? I think so. If this is meant as an homage tribute, there you go. I think it was very sincere. You can tell from my tone of voice, I did not like this film. However, was it a good film? I think so. It qualifies as good on almost every level. The acting was good, directing was good, camera work, makeup, prosthetics, creature design. You go through the list. Yeah, it was good, but why am I a bit negative? Well, I came in with high expectations because Demi recently won an award for this, and it was well deserved. She does give it a very stellar performance, but I found it at the end of the day kind of empty. And boy, its message will beat you over the head. And I can't even get into the plot too much because even saying a little bit about the plot will reveal too much of the story. You're like, "Oh, I know where this is going." And yeah, you're gonna guess a lot of the twists and turns. It doesn't bring anything radically new to the table, but it is, very well done, especially the first hour is genuinely horrifying. I was very disgusted and frightened in a few places, and I've seen many horror films, so that was impressive. But then for another hour and a half, it basically goes overboard, and I do mean overboard, and you think, "Okay, we're finished, right?" "No, we got more," and then you think, "Okay, we're done, right?" No, we got a little more." And just when you think, "Yeah, more," and it's like, "Oh my god, this isn't just will not know when to quit." So, there's a famous saying in art, "Less is more," and, the director is just ignoring that completely. So what is occurring? Well, the basic premise is, and I gotta be very vague here, is that Demi Moore plays a Hollywood star who's offered the substance, which seems to be of a kind of a interesting cure-all for certain problems she has with this kind of scuzzy, scummy Hollywood celebrity guy, played fairly well by Dennis Quaid, although apparently Ray Liotta was in originally, and that would have been, I think, a little bit more interesting. But Dennis Quaid does a very good job. So anyway, to resolve a dilemma with the scuzzy Hollywood guy, Demi Moore takes a risk, basically injects the substance. I'm going to leave it right there. And then, of course, weird things start to happen. Some things she likes, some things she doesn't like. And of course, it's a horror movie, so it's going to end in a lot of blood, death, and tragedy, and not a little social commentary, which I have no issue. So would you call this woke? Well, see, the thing is, this is so woke with a capital W, it overwokes the woke. So it is just there in the style. I recognize this very immediately. What's the best case? Well, I think the best case is if you like the Twilight Zone, like the really good Twilight Zone stuff, this will be up your alley. If you like Hitchcock, this will be up your alley. And again, if you like David Lynch, David Cronenberg, that kind of horror, this will work for you. I think that's why many critics are going bat crazy, but a lot of fans do love this too. However, it feels more like a very superficial understanding of what Lynch and Cronenberg are up to. And it's actually very interesting that they're paired together a lot. I was literally listening to this feminist doing a lecture, and it was not a bad lecture. It was very interesting, very informative. She got them mixed up. Yeah, she thought David Cronenberg did a Twin Peaks movie. So I was like, okay, there you go. So they're often mixed up together beyond their first name, and with good reason. But Lynch was interested in the transcendent and religious. David Cronenberg is not. Now, this one is more leaning towards David Cronenberg. It's about the body, but even there, Cronenberg has a deeper philosophy and a deeper understanding, right? It's not just about what disgusting you with the gore or impressing you with special effects. There's more occurring there, and this is also infecting, no pun intended, the Wolfman, where people are trying to imitate Cronenberg's style but aren't really doing the hard work. So I love and admire David Cronenberg, but his last movie was very disappointing. I'd have to be honest and say this is a lot better than his last film, but it's nowhere near the master. So I think people are just going a little crazy because there were many disappointing films last year. So this does stand out. I will probably put this on the best of the year, but I will say best with a qualification, saying, well, in any other year, we did say, like, yeah, it was kind of average, but I guess contextually, they did a good job. The director had a vision. This vision is well executed. It is a very good looking film, and it has appropriate homages. Like, there was a lot of Kubrick. and beyond a certain point, it was getting insulting. Like, I thought, like, okay, that's nice. But once they did it 3 times, I'm not joking. Like, one thing is straight out of The Shining. Like, clearly that design is just The Shining. You just stole it. You didn't do anything. So it's a lot of copy and paste here, but it is cleverly done. They are committed, and give her this. I don't think you'll come into this without any reaction. You'll be reacting. I was disgusted in the appropriate places, but after a while, I was just disgusted at the overindulgence of style. So I do recommend The Substance, but I don't think it was all that good. It's definitely not as good as people are saying it is. But I would give it a solid 7 out of 10. I do recommend it. If you will see it in the cinema, you'll probably get a little extra with the sound design, but it's okay if you pay for the DVD. I saw this once. I don't ever want to see this again, but certain scenes I probably will return to. So there you go, The Substance. Pretty good horror film, but also pretty empty, frankly. And it's nice that somebody's trying to continue the David Lynch legacy, but we're gonna have to do a better job than this. I hate to be so harsh, but yeah, I don't know if this is doing honoring Lynch as much as just strategically appropriating him. And there we have it.